Welcome back to the channel. As always, I have my furry sidekick. I want to show you some realistic expectations when it comes to the cerium oxide glass polishes, as well as the dedicated rayon glass pads that you can also team up with it. And there are limitations. I want to show you both success stories, but also the limitations, and there are quite many limitations when it comes to glass polishing. Let's start the video. Here we have a situation where there are many success stories. Hard water deposits on glass. And I'm going to use a glass cleaner on here just to show you that these will not just simply clean off. And yeah, you can order some hard water spot remover, mineral deposit remover, come up with your own mix, but polishing the glass is the best way to prepare it for a coating anyway, which is what I'm doing and what I'm preparing for. So, well, let's get to work. First step, and I think the shop light should be reflecting off here somewhere, just to show you that these are not just a little bit of dirt left behind after the vehicle has been wet. These are truly some dug in, etched water deposits on this glass here. And they are not going anywhere just by cleaning them. And it's on every square inch of the glass, as you can see. On this table, I have the glass pads from CARPRO, and these are fast-cutting rayon-like pads. You can get them all different types of shapes and sizes. I have 3-inch and 5.5-inch. You team that up with a glass polish. Normally they'll have the cerium oxide or something similar within the formula. And then, of course, polishers that match up with the pads. We can run a piece of tape down somewhat the middle, and we'll polish at one side or another. It doesn't really matter. And we could use this for a 50-50 shot. Let me show you the rayon-like pad. Very coarse, short fibers, and about 1/8 of an inch thick, and a very thin layer of the hook and loop back here to attach to a polisher. They come in different shapes and sizes. Different manufacturers make them, but they're really coarse and really aggressive for glass, which is what you need for some of the harsher work. We're going to start off with a larger polisher and pad to cover the surface area, the larger surface areas, and then you want to dial in the corners here, and you can either do that with smaller and smaller polishers or just take the pads off and get in there by hand and do a little bit of hand polishing to get everything, all of the glass, polished completely. For today, we're going to use the 3D glass polish with the cerium oxide. And this is said to remove swirls, shallow wiper marks, scratches, and water spots. You can pretty much take the swirls and scratches out of there. Very, very shallow wiper marks is what you can expect realistically. So let's get to work and see first the success story that you can have when it comes to hard water deposits and the etching left behind. Guys, when it comes to hard water deposits, you have to polish off the deposits first or remove them chemically, and most of the time left behind is going to be etching that digs into the glass, very, very, very shallow, and can be removed, but also can be a little bit time consuming as well. Shake up the formula. Let's get the rayon pad centered on the backing plate. They want you to put a nice sized glob in the center of the pad. Press firmly on the glass, start on low speed, and turn it up to a higher speed, and I would recommend between the third and fourth speed setting. Obviously, the tape is to protect the surrounding trim. It's going to seem like the polish gets used up quickly, so we're going to load, stop, and load up often. With the larger polisher, you don't have to drive yourself crazy. Try to get as close as you can. We'll swap polishers, step down the smaller backing plates, and get the tighter areas. And now switch to a smaller polishers to get closer to the edges of the glass. And then I take the pad off the polisher, add a little bit of the cerium oxide closer to the edge of the pad, and I'm going to work the areas where it's just too close for that backing plate or polisher or pad to get in there and remove those spots, just the hard to reach areas. You can do that by hand? Absolutely. May not be as quick as using a polisher, slower yet effective. Okay, now we can come in, remove as much of the residue as possible, just with the towel first. Then follow up with your favorite glass cleaner and towel. Let's remove this piece of tape here. Let's wipe off that edge. Now, get you guys closer. I know you can already see with the light overhead shining onto the glass, but realistic expectations. The hard water deposits, the etching, easily removed. There are deeper scratches in this glass that will not be removed with this combination. And I believe you can see those now. That could be caused by anything. Clearing off the glass with something crazy like a spatula if you have. I've seen people use crazy stuff to clean ice off glass and snow. But this is realistically what you can expect to polish off of glass. And in a different situation on glass, what can you realistically expect to remove when it comes to wiper marks? Let me show you. First, wash the vehicle, clean the glass. And we'll concentrate on this area right here. Set up a light so you can see this as the process unfolds. And we'll use the smaller polisher and pad because of where those marks are. Okay, the polish is almost spent, broken down, so we wipe off the residue, and obviously they are still there. Now, did we improve the area? If at all, very, very little, as you can see. I do want to take another pass for you. Let's use the larger polisher. I can get it in there. A little bit of a larger throw, maybe a little bit more power. See if that works to improve the situation. off the residue. Use a glass cleaner. And realistically, these are the results you should expect when the tip of the wiper blade digs into the glass. One way to remove it, replace the glass. When it comes to wiper marks up front here, where it's just very light dust, there's a 50% chance you'll be able to remove them. I want to share something with you. In Pennsylvania, if you have that problem or you have some minor issues with stone chips, the insurance companies don't fight you for that first windshield replacement. It's the ones after that they'll give you a harder time with and fight you. But the first one, if you are having a problem, you're driving in the sun, early morning, late afternoon, where the sun's at the perfect angle and those wiper marks drive you crazy, I wouldn't even bother polishing them. Replace the glass, get it over with, and enjoy your view. That's going to do it for today's video. We had some fun on glass. I did want to show you some realistic expectations, stuff that you can quickly and easily polish away from glass and improve, and limitations of those Rayon pads teamed up with the cerium oxide. If you have any questions at all, leave them down in the comment section. The shop manager will answer them all. I'll catch you guys in the next video.